Howdy everyone in the world of Football Manager, and today it's another episode of Emulating Ronaldo, and we've reached the age of 34 now. I've holidayed 4 seasons, meaning we've had a fair few retirements. Probably about a third of the players have retired, possibly half. We'll have a look through anyway and look at their biographies and see when they retired and how they did in their careers. But there will only be one more episode after this. I will basically holiday until we've all retired as players. That may be 6 seasons down the line, because Shinio might decide to play till he's 40. But yeah, I'll just holiday overnight and see when we retire. But anyway, there's not much point looking at the previous season stats. But we will look at things like highest value still at the age of 34. There's Guzejewski still at 1.4 million, as is Marcosinho Taylor. Wage-wise, we've still got one player earning over 100 grand a week. That's Marcosinho Taylor. And international-wise, we'll just have a see. Who got the most caps? Usain Bolt with 161 caps. That's incredible. He's retired now, but 21 goals in 161 caps. Then it was Arthur Sleep with 114, Dean Mainwell with 106, and John Camp also breaking the 100 mark. Conor McGinty and myself managing to get to 90. Players that never managed to win a cap. There was only, brilliant. Pedro Simpson eventually won caps. It was for Portugal in the end, as he lived there long enough to play for Portugal. And he's a good player in the end. It was a slow burner, but he developed into a decent player. So it's good to see him get caps. The only player that didn't get any caps was our player that retired right at the start. Goals-wise, Dean Mainwell, 51 goals. Then Kim Jong Shamak, his name's gone the other way around for some reason. Anyway, let's go through the player list and see how everyone has done. So Jack Wilshinio still playing. He's a goalkeeper, so you'd expect him to play for a few more years. 59 caps with San Marino now, playing for Genk in Belgium. Moved around a bit. He's went to Real Sociedad for 2.5 million, so he did leave the Belgian league. Then he moved to Dusseldorf for 1.1 million, and he's gone back to Genk for 475k. Unusual. Achievements-wise, he has not really won anything in his career. He's been named in, team's best 11 and that sort of thing. But other than that, he hasn't done huge amounts. Andre Le Giant, our Real Madrid legend, was there for years. Ended up earning 70 caps for Rwanda. I don't know if he's still in the team, possibly still is. But he moved from Real Madrid to the American League for free to Colorado, where he played few games, did very well that season, 7.5 average rating, then a decent average rating then, and he's gone to Belgium, where everyone seems to be going for some reason, and playing for Zulte Waregem. Achievements wise, won a few things with Real Madrid, not a huge number. Euro Cup, may have won the league a few times, probably did. Well, no, they were struggling, weren't they? They hadn't won it for ages, and as you can see, the last time Real Madrid won the league was 2017, 13 years ago. I don't know what has happened there. They haven't even finished second. It's been Barcelona and Atletico dominating every single season. Moving on to Supermac, who now has no club. I don't know if he's going to retire. He's available on a free. Doesn't say he's retiring yet. Obviously, he was at Arsenal for years, but moved to Sligo Rovers in Ireland for free. Did very well for the first 2 seasons, very good average ratings. Went downhill a bit there and has been released on a free. Obviously won a couple of things with Arsenal, Euro Cup, a couple of cups. And was still playing for Ireland up to 2028. And he did end up with 66 caps. And that's the positions that it doesn't show how many games he played, obviously. But staff attributes, there you go. Moving on to Kieran Marsden, still playing, and ended up with 41 caps for Argentina. Hasn't played for a while though for Argentina. And he's now at Querétaro in Italy. He did move to America for free, but Querétaro decided to purchase him. Oh no, Mexico, sorry. I saw the colours and thought it was Italy, but no, it's Mexico. Yeah, I've never really heard of them before. Won a couple of things with Argentina in his time, but hasn't really done or won anything else of that we know of anyway. But he did play for divisions that we did have loaded into the game, apart from Zenit. Alexander Dragunov, absolute beast. 78 caps for Russia in the end, spread out across many years, because he started playing for them at a very early age. He's actually going to... Well, the thing is, he retired when he was 29 from international football, as you can see there, which is why he'd easily have got 100 caps. Probably 120, in fact. It's a bit of a shame he didn't stay with Russia. Eventually left Atletico, where he won millions of trophies. As you can see, they won the league many times. And he moved to Benfica for 5 million at the age of 30. And he's done okay in the twilight of his career. Won competitions galore with Atletico, which you can't see there. Arthur Sleep has retired, and he's now a coach. Doesn't have a club though. Now, this is what he did in his playing career. He eventually left PSV for Zurich for 2.3 million. Did okay there. Moved to Partick Thistle on loan. Went back to Zurich and finished his career there. This is his biography. You can pause that and read that if you want. And achievements-wise, done okay in his career. Won a few things. Did very well with his nation, of course, in terms of caps. Won the Southeast Asian Football Championship. Won a couple of things with PSV as well over the years. Although Ajax have dominated. PSV have won 3 titles. 4 titles. The rest have been won by Ajax. This is Ewan Moffat at Inverness. 80 caps for Scotland. Left Liverpool for free. Went over to America like a lot of these players did for some reason. They all left at the same time. Must be best buddies or something. And then came back at the same time, and he's gone to Inverness. Still playing. Don't think he's retiring. Nope, not as yet anyway. So we'll have to see when he retires and if he manages to gain anything in the latter stages of his career. Managed to win the North American Champions League with Los Angeles, so that's an achievement to add to his CV. Not many, if any, players have managed that with in any of these emulating series. Can't remember anyone doing that. John Camp has retired, managed to get to 104 caps for the USA, and we can't see anything. Oh yeah, biography, of course. That's all we can see now because he's not a staff member. So you can see all the things he won. I think he won a couple of things with PSV, and he finished his career in Mexico. Playmaker of Puns has retired, which is a bit of a surprise because he's a defensive midfielder. They usually last a bit longer. 75 caps in the end for Mauritius, considering he actually went to Real Madrid. He went from PSG to Arsenal to Chelsea to Real Madrid. A bit crazy, really. Played for some very big teams. Thought he'd be surviving a bit longer, but he went on loan to Wigan after a couple of seasons with Real Madrid, and then ended his career with Real Madrid. Big Gell is at QPR, 42 caps for England. Don't think he's gained any from last time. And went on loan to QPR from Tottenham before moving for a free. He's never managed to get very good average ratings at all over his career. And he's won a couple of cups with Tottenham, been relegated for QPR. Let's just see. They're in the Premiership now. Oh, they just got relegated, sorry. 5 points deducted from Hull for some reason. So that Chelsea won the league last season. Man United seem to have dominated. The usual suspects, Swansea finishing third though, and Villa finishing fourth. Harry Haste, another one that retired at the age 34, just retired recently. 70 caps for Ireland in the end, finished his career of Genoa, where he was there for 8 years in the end. Won the Italian Cup, Capital One Cup. Those are the competitions that we know about anyway. Matthew Bryson's also retired. He's now an assistant manager. Doesn't have a club though. Finished his career with Everton after moving for 350k from Tottenham. How many caps did he get in the end? 89 caps for Northern Ireland. Won the FA Cup a couple of times with Tottenham. That's about it, really. Matthew Crowe, or Matt Crowe, ended up with 34 caps for England. Promised so much at one point. Looked like a cracking player, but England never really utilised him. He's at Charlton now. After leaving AS Monaco, who obviously moved for big money at one point. And he moved for free to Charlton, where he's done incredibly well. 29 assists, that's insane. 15 man of the matches, 32 assists in 36 games in all competitions. That is incredible. I've never seen anything like that. Wow, very impressive. In the Championship, I didn't load the top league for some reason. I only loaded the top league, basically because I thought that's where he would be. But I suppose in the latter stages of our career, we're going to be playing in these divisions. But you can see he's got promoted. And League 1, League 2, just for interest. Skrill Premier, Skrill North, and Skrill South. So he won a few things with Man United. I think he won probably a couple of things with AS Monaco as well. I think he won the league, if I remember correctly. No, he wasn't there in 2022, was he? PSG have dominated, then it's Monaco, then Lyon. Look how predictable that is. Here's Christofferson, also retired and also an assistant manager. 51 caps for Norway in the end. Finished his career in France after moving from Valencia for 1 million. And didn't do very much. You can have a look at the biography if you're interested. Achievements-wise, can't really see that he won anything in his career. This is me. I've got no club now, but I ended up with 90 caps for England, so I'm pretty happy about that. Don't know when my last appearance was. Does it say? Not sure it actually says. Got staff attributes as well now, which is good to see. Not very good. I'm wanted by a couple of clubs. I don't know if that's playing wise or staffing wise. I'm not sure. Anyway, I did finish at Chelsea. Obviously, I might be picked up by someone. I didn't play any games for the last 2 seasons. Not really any for the 2 seasons previous to that either. Still managed to get quite a few England caps, so that's pretty pleasing. And I managed to get an English under-21s Group 1 competition under my belt, despite being the age of 32. And Community Shield there. A few things. I managed to win a few things in my time, which is quite pleasing. Marco Sineo-Taylor at Man City. Still earning huge amounts of money. Hasn't really played that much recently. Moved to Man City for 8.75 million. Had a good 3 seasons before not playing so many games in the last couple. And winning a few things. I mean, he won the FA Cup. Won the league. Jimmy Cricket plays for Portland now. Never really fulfilled his Bulgarian career. He was such a good player. It's strange that they didn't really play him or utilise him. Especially as he was at Man United as well. Went on loan to Genoa for a while. And now has moved to Portland on a free. We'll have to see how long he plays for. Won a few things. Quite a few things, in fact. Won the Italian Super Cup with 1 season with Genoa. But lots of league and Champions Leagues and Cups competitions galore. This is Usain Bolt, obviously retired, as we saw earlier. Won a fair few competitions with various teams, but I think they're mainly Caribbean Championships, actually. North American Gold Cup, and many, many caps. So well done, the guy that picked this player. You're the person that managed to get the most international caps. Luca van der Bijl is a director of football, ended up with 74 caps for Wales. Ended his career with Norwich, and didn't really win anything in his time. but probably became a Norwich legend. Can have a quick look actually. Information, is he on there? Luca van der Bell, come on, he played millions of games. Can't see him on there, which is a bit disappointing really, considering how long he was there. This guy has still got incredible technical attributes and overall is still a very good player at the age of 34. He's the one player that's really been a star at a massive team and just been brilliant. He retired from international football 5 years ago though. He could have earned so many more caps for Poland. But he's been at Bayern Munich his whole career pretty much, apart from that one season with Vizsla. And he's done well. I mean, he's still regularly playing. It's brilliant to see. Still decent average rating, still getting goals and assists, and 24 goals that season, and it's really great to see. And he's won lots of competitions with Bayern Munich. I don't think they've really won the league though, no. Like we said before, but he's won the cup a few times. Pedro Simpson, of course, late bloomer, eventually got into the Portuguese team after gaining nationality there. And he's still playing regularly for Porto, which is really good to see. Good on him. He had a slow career, couldn't find a club to start with. And it's good to see him doing well and winning stuff with Porto. Winning Supporters Player of the Year in 2024. First international cap at the age of 30 for Portugal. That's good to see. Our friend Andreas has retired and had a mixture of teams towards the end of his career. No, he didn't. I tell a lie. He was with Mallorca for 7 years. Then he retired. Conor McGinty, Chinese legend, 96 caps. Didn't quite get to 100 because he retired at 30 that we saw last time. Dean Mainwell, 106 caps in the end for South Korea. And he's at a Saudi Arabian team. Is this Saudi Arabian league or some sort of Middle Eastern league anyway? And he's played a fair few games for them. Not in the last couple of seasons though. Achievements wise, won the East Asian Cup. That was the last thing he won of any note. Joseph Davies, still at Real Madrid. 62 caps. Still playing games for Real Madrid. Really great to see. Not getting many goals, but it's good to see him still a very good player at the age of 34. Another one that retired in 2025 from international football. He's retiring though. Is that this season or next season? Yep, he's retiring despite being a decent player still. So he's leaving at the top. Paulson, he's retired at 33. Finished his career with Liverpool. Won a few things. Matt Trevelyan's eventually left Man City. Hasn't won any more caps. Still got good poaching attributes. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. Left Man City for America with everyone else. And did okay. 12 goals that season. Moved to Pumas in Mexico. Didn't really play. And I'm guessing this is their B team, and he's scoring goals, but he still looks like a good player to me. Kim Jong-shamak has retired. 78 caps, 46 goals for North Korea. Did he end his career with Arsenal? Nope. Moved to Cesena for 1.4 million. And didn't really score any goals. But had a good career before then. Got quite a few goals. Not so many with Arsenal in the end. But he did well. Had a good career in the end. One of the better strikers in this series. Won the Super Cup with Arsenal in 2026. And lastly, Xhaka Juice has retired at the age of 34 just now. Moved from Chelsea to Stuttgart, then to Aston Villa, where he scored a few goals, and then to Sheffield Wednesday, where he didn't do too much in the end. But had a decent career and had a very good Maltese career as well. So that's all the players. This is the penultimate episode, so the next one we will see them all retired. Shouldn't be as long because I'll just have to look at the players we didn't look at before. If I can remember what ones they are. And then, yeah, so it might not be particularly interesting next time, but it'd be interesting to see how long some of these players last. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, another one of these series will be up sometime, hopefully in July, for those of you that have been asking, and for those of you that have lasted to the end of this video. See you guys.